I have a AI video set that was recently created, and it's going to be part of this video. And I'm going to be talking about literacy within it. And it's not just any typical talk of what you would think about literacy. Yes, we have certainly a high literacy rate in the United States and in many parts of the world. But what does that really mean? What does literacy really mean? And there's different levels of literacy. But I'm going to break it down into two tracks. So track A and track B. And this will help to simplify it. And in track A, that's known as deep literacy, or people who are deeply literate. And what does this mean? It simply means people who can go deep in the subject. They tend to read long form, whether it's books, and whether it's articles, the longer articles, and so forth. Not only that, they will get deep into the books and articles. They'll learn to understand even the nuances within what they're reading. Whereas in track B, they're known as shallow literates, or shallow literacy. And basically what that means is people, they can read, but they tend to shallow read. They tend to read more like sentences and some paragraphs. They may not even understand it. They tend to fall easy for misinformation. They will typically go and watch videos on a subject and so forth. And what I want to explain to you is that while both deep literates and shallow literates will use AI, the deep literates use it as an augmentation, whereas shallow literates will just use it where they don't even have to think. Again, I did use AI in what's ahead, but I just wanted you to get a basic understanding. Now let's get into more of what the AI says in terms of using my face and everything and so forth. Okay, and let's get into it.
Deep literacy is focused, reflective reading that builds understanding, insight, and critical thought.
Shallow literacy is reading divorced from depth, scrolling, skimming, headline hopping. It feels like reading, but it isn't thinking.
Reading strengthens neural pathways. Shallow reading scatters attention and weakens comprehension.
Deep literacy boosts decision-making, empathy, and critical thinking, skills essential for modern life. Shallow literacy makes us vulnerable to misinformation, confusion, and manipulation. The attention economy trains us to skim, not think. Devices reward distraction over depth. Rebuild deep literacy with daily focused reading. Slow down, annotate, question, and reflect. Take notes, highlight key ideas, summarize sections, and connect what you read to real life.
Villagers clung to an anachronistic set of customs, resisting the tide of the new century. What does anachronistic mean here?
Digital hums, no speech.
Got it. Use AI to clarify difficult parts of it.
When you read deeply, you think clearly. And a clear mind is a free mind.
Okay, I'm glad that you watched that. But let me go ahead and bring up these points in terms if you want to engage into deep reading. Number one, schedule. Schedule time for deep reading. It could be anywhere from, like, say 20 minutes to an hour. You can use time boxing, something like that, or even the Pomodoro technique. The second thing is you want to find books where you can deep read, books that are challenging. Get into it and read it. You want to get engaged into active reading. Don't simply just read through. Learn to understand what's there. If you don't understand, then you can go to the fourth point. Use AI tools to help you to understand. And then write it out in your own words, what you think it means. And just go back and forth that way. Once you do those four things, you're going to start really rising up high. You'll be part of that percentage here in the United States, which I believe is only about 13% of the population. Only 13% engages into deep reading. The rest, they're either going to be shallow literates or illiterate. And you don't want to be there. And those that engage into that deep reading, they become deeper thinkers. And when you become deeper thinkers, you're going to rise much higher. So it's time for you to engage and become a deep, literate person. Thank you.